No, it's not. I think it's like 11. Oh, are we running it back? We're running it back again.
Welcome back to the SJ's podcast. It's official. SJ's podcast.
Oh yeah, we changed the name of the podcast because how did you explain it again? Because
Yeah, we did a bit of an executive review.
now go back to the start of the naming.
Oh yeah. So when we were thinking about the name, we were talking about SJ's podcast, SJ's this, SJ's that, and I said SJ's chat, and you agreed.
And then I was really charismatic. I said that's the best name I've ever heard for a podcast in my life. Just jam it straight on that for sure.
No, you said, oh, that works. You said
You're
it's bad. No,
okay.
It's bad, but it works.
Yeah.
And we both agreed at the time, but we've actually changed it now back to the SJ's podcast, and I think it rolls off the tongue a lot better.
I think it does. Simple, but it's not bland.
Nah, not bland at all.
But I will admit, I don't recall the situation going the way you explained it, but I'll accept that, for it is what it is, Yeah. Speaking of SJ's, first ever paint and sip.
Great weekend.
Awesome. You look at the photo of everybody holding their paintings. Everyone's got like a Cheshire cat smile on their face.
Yeah, especially Lewis Bevington.
Oh, he was pleased with the evening, yeah.
Nah, it was a great night. Everyone had fun. Like you said in the night, it's really therapeutic. Like, you're just there in the moment. Like, there's so many people there. And there's also, like, random people there, but you kind of forgot about them.
Yeah.
Because they were in the corner. But no, it was really good.
I reckon especially for us, because we're both pretty shit at art, at least painting.
Yeah, I'm really...
I have to concentrate really hard just to, like, paint within the lines.
Yeah.
So you're just so present, because you got to be concentrating really hard. Otherwise, you just muck it up.
Yeah, it was good. It was real chill. Good sushi.
Yeah, the sushi was good. Yeah.
Cheese board was good. Shout out Christy and Big Mans.
Yeah, the cheese ball was good. The food was... We always try to deliver with the food at SJ's, but... no, that's a big goal of ours, is to hold these kind of events where, you know what, like, very common at our age to go out and just drink a bunch of piss and do whatever.
Yeah.
Why not, if you're going to do that, at least do something fun, cool, creative, interesting, stuff where you can socialise together.
It was really good. It was a good night.
Yeah, so we need to keep holding more events like that, and if you did come, thanks for coming. We hope you enjoyed yourself. It looked like everyone did.
Yeah, everyone loved it. Like, Dana was saying it was like one of the best nights she had in ages.
Yeah.
Mandy loved it. Classic Mandy was walking around.
So, mate, I was looking at Mandy sometime, because I couldn't hear her, and I was like, is Mandy still here? Usually I could hear her right now, but she was so locked into her painting.
Yeah, she did well.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, because she walked around to me like early in the night, just as we started painting, and she like had paint all over her hands. I was like, gee, that's impressive, Mandy. And then I looked at myself, and I had no paint on me, and then seriously, like 10 minutes later, I was covered. And it just wouldn't come off.
It's funny because we went to do literally painting, but I didn't even think about the potential of getting paint on myself or my clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got quite a bit on my hands. Still got some on my hands now. But
yeah, it was hard to scrub
I'm
off.
glad. I wore one of my best favourite shirts, expensive shirt, and I think there was a teeny bit on it, but not worth riding home to.
Yeah, that's all right, man.
Which was good. I should have thought about that before.
No, it was good. It was a really good night. I came for the next one. Or I came for like a clay and sit.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think clay would be cool. So
yeah.
Be good to do that next time.
Yeah, we'll go back to the drawing board and assess our options, see what's up.
Yeah.
Who, quickly, just before we move on, best and worst painting?
Worst, I'd say myself. I think everyone would agree on that. Best, I really like Maddie's one of Stu.
Yeah, the actual shape of the face and the hair and stuff was really good.
That was really good. And I really like Caitlin's of Christy on Christie's. That was really good too.
Yeah.
And then of Jasmine did good too.
Oh, she did two good ones.
She did two good ones. So she backed it up. And she obviously got awarded best on from the instructor.
What did they give her for that?
We got Jasmine a free coffee at Rowdy's.
Okay, so it's a win-win for everyone, eh?
Yeah.
Except us financially, but nonetheless. I just want to talk about how shite modern day attention spans are. Like fucking, including my own.
Yeah.
But just, I was talking to someone at the gym today because we just released our skit, and they were like, "Bro, your video was 3 minutes long. Like, what even is it?" And I was like, "Did you not watch it?" I'm like, I would never watch something 3 minutes long, and I was just like, 3 minutes, man.
Yeah, I was looking at the insights to it, and the average viewer that watched the video was like 30 seconds. And I knew when I was posting it, because it said that Instagram Reels, like, if they're longer than 3 minutes, they don't go on the For You page.
Yeah.
As soon as I was like, oh, this is obviously not going to get shown to a lot of people, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It will attract people we would want it to attract to.
But the whole point of the video was the build-up.
Yeah.
And then people have just been like, "Oh, no, it's too much. I'm not watching it."
Well, people do that with movies these days. Like,
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous.
if they don't get, like, hooked in the first 10 minutes, they turn it off.
Even me with my social media, like a lot of the time I'll be doom scrolling and I'll see a video that's like educational, something that's interesting, and I'll save it to watch it later.
But you never do it.
But I never watch it later. Like, why don't I just watch it there? It's probably going to be like a minute 30 of valuable information.
We're all bad for it. And that's heavily from Reels, I reckon.
Oh, yep, immensely because of Reels.
Like, especially our age and people younger than us, like, you notice how bad it is. It's so bad.
Yeah, it's real bad with kids. Kids, man, like, at least when we were young, cartoons, like, you sit down and watch a cartoon, which was already bad enough. Now kids, like, need to watch TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, it's alarm bells. And you watch, if you ever go on the train, watch people when they're dooming, and seriously, they just, like, scroll so quick, stop for, like, a second. If it doesn't grab them, they just keep scrolling. And you see that and you're like, gee, that's so bad. But then, like, I'll do the same thing.
We do it, man. In the office, the amount of times we see each other, like, I'll be talking to you and you just literally won't respond.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll just wait and see how long it takes for him to reply. Sometimes legit like 45 seconds.
So bad.
For you to respond to a question.
You were dooming this morning too.
Yeah, and when I'm just locked in, like I'm dooming, locked in. Everything around me I'm not even noticing whatsoever.
Yeah, it's bad. At least, yeah, that's bad. We recognise it, but we still do it.
Yeah, but this is what pisses me off. Is it, what's worse, not recognising it and doing it, or being aware of it and continuing to do it? Like, you know it's bad, but you keep doing it.
But I'd say I've improved on it. When we talked, like 2 weeks ago, when we talked about the habits we wanted to implement, and mine was less dooming, I reckon I've low-key improved on it. I'm still doing it, which is not good.
Yeah, it's hard. It's like a drug. You can't just go cold turkey a lot of the time. You have to wean yourself out of it.
Yeah. But I still reckon I've improved on it.
Yeah, that's good. We'll sort you out a merit certificate. We'll go print one out somewhere for you.
Yeah. Do you want anything?
Nah, I haven't achieved anything from those. I have those habits. Like, I do Slovenian here and there, but still not enough.
I've been trying to call you out on it when you doom.
Oh, it's so, yeah,
You were dooming this morning, and I sent you a text saying, stop dooming.
And then I stopped. You've done it 2 or 3 times, and as soon as you send me that text, it like knocks me out of that dooming trance, and I'm like, okay, you got to switch on.
It makes you feel shitty when someone like
it's
acknowledges it.
Yeah, because then you have a think about it, and you think, yeah, this is not good, and I know it's not good, so I need to stop.
Yeah, it's becoming a problem.
Dooming, I can't stress enough, dooming is literally worse than majority of drugs, I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's really, really bad.
It's bad for the brain.
It's just bad for the brain, dream killer, like, I don't know if I'd rather be addicted to dooming or like a part-time drug user of some sorts.
Yeah. What annoys me most about dooming is when people watch a movie and within 5 minutes, like they're like, I'll wait for it to get good, and then they just start dooming.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, so what's happened?
Yeah. I've got a rule when I go to the cinemas is no phone. Like, that's just how we were born and raised.
But even if you're watching a movie at home, like if you're investing in that time to watch a movie,
yeah, you don't want to go on your phone too much.
No, you should respect the movie.
One thing I did respect immensely was Chicken Jockey.
Yeah, that was good.
I love that.
So that was a good doom.
That was worth it. Yeah. Oh, I used to doom the lights out of Chicken Jockey.
That was pretty funny.
No, that was cool. But speaking of posting, I've just been thinking about, or I do sometimes think about how before I started becoming a PT and like getting stuck into social media, how much I never wanted to be stuck into social media and how much I used to hate it.
Yeah.
And now it's like I almost feel like I need to for work. For example, the skit we did has nothing to do with PTing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing. But we feel like we're in the position where we have to do shit like that.
Yeah.
To even get people's attention, like drawing back to the dooming, like just to get people's attention, we need to like
attract more viewers.
Do some extravagant bullshit.
Yeah, well, we're in the online business space, so we need that. We need more viewers on our page. But I definitely agree with what you're saying, because I think we're both not naturally like an Instagram-y person. Like whenever we do something, we never think about, oh, we should be getting this for content.
Yeah, we've spoken about this. Even in the car, you just said when we're on the way to get a coffee, you were like, we are content creators.
Yeah, like we are content.
Even that, I think about that for a second and I'm like, yeah. By default from PT to get business, the best form of marketing, social media, and therefore we're content creators.
Like as a PT, you don't need a post, but if you want to be successful online as a PT, you do need a post.
Yeah. I'd love to see like, because there are very successful business people that don't have social medias.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes you look at that and you think, is it worth just fully just locking in 100% on business and not actually on social media at all to be like those people? Or like, do we really need to lock in on social media like we are?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both. But in our space, because we want to build it online, we do. That's why we need to post a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
Because our goal is to build SJs online. We need to call ourselves content creators to build that following.
Yeah, for that online presence. Because it naturally, you're in e-commerce essentially.
Yeah.
You're not selling a product in e-commerce, but you're selling
a service.
A service, yeah. But I think that because I have some good friends that are clients as well, and they're that she has a real estate business. She kills it. She makes loads of money, has heaps of business, but doesn't do like any social media. Whereas I feel like I'm seeing real estate stuff all the time on social media.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, yeah.
I guess, so she's obviously got all her business through word of mouth.
Yeah.
Word of mouth is still goated, I think.
So then, yeah, could you just become a PT and even have online work but not need to do social media and get away with it?
You could, but I don't think you'd be as popular.
Yeah. And then so that brings me back to the point of like, are we spending too much time on social media? Like, it's one of the necessities of our kind of like daily structure. You have to get a post out every day. It's almost more important than
training clients.
Like, I don't study fuck all because I'm always doing fucking editing all the time, man. And I really, as a PT, I should be studying. The way I learned so much about health, fitness, S&C is from studying.
Yeah.
And I'm barely doing it now because I'm just constantly doing like editing and stuff.
Yeah. No, I think it's still very important. Obviously, being a PT and being good at your job is number one. But being content is if we want to grow, we got to do content.
Yeah.
You can't really like Angus Bradley and all other people that have got a good following online. The way say like people message them and say, "How'd you build online?" And then they go to their page and they haven't posted. It's like, we'll start there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's just consistently putting in the reps of posting over time. It'll work out.
But how do you feel now, the fact that you are a content creator? And how do you think you, like 3-4 years ago, would have felt about that? Do you reckon you would have had a strong opinion on the matter or not necessarily?
Well, 3 to 4 years ago, I was trying to make it on TikTok.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, with those, yeah, I remember.
Like, I got a few videos that, like...
Bruz, that means you've been trying to make it for like 6 years.
Yeah, but then I stopped.
Cuz.
Then I stopped because like I just couldn't be asked making those reels anymore. And then obviously I turned to PT a few years later after that. So if you asked me 3 to 4 years ago that I'd be a content creator, I would have said, yeah, okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm still someone who doesn't do near enough. Like I need to think more about content, which sounds bad. Like whenever I'm doing something, I never think, oh, I should be posting this.
Oh yeah, same.
It's a good and bad thing. Because good, I'm in the moment, but bad, I need to create a bigger presence online, so I need to post more.
Yeah, I always think, thank God that we have a business together, because I wouldn't be doing something a day. But it's not that hard either.
No.
But to be honest, I like making content, especially when someone messages me and they're like,
that helps.
oh, I took this on board and I've been doing this and it's helped a lot. That's good.
I feel good when I post. Sometimes it's like, you gotta, say if you want to do something, or like, you've been busy on the floor, PT, and then you still gotta post, it's like that, oh shit, I still gotta get this done. But once you do it, I feel good about myself that you've done it. You know what I mean? Or like, and if I don't do it, I'm like, I haven't achieved what I wanted to do for the day.
Yeah, but if that's the main barometer of you being successful for your day, is that a good thing or a bad thing? The fact that a social media post is that?
Good and bad. Because I think this is a good, what's it called? Like, if you want to post every day, you got to do it. So if you're not doing it, it's my own doing if I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It falls back on me. It's not your fault. It's not Tony's fault.
Of course it's not. Fuck.
Yeah. Like, you can always find you could sit down for an hour and get a post out.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes it takes way longer than that. But you could get a post out within an hour.
Yeah. But now, just to finish up on this, because when I went into this and I was like, okay, I'm going to do social media because that's just where the industry's trending towards. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to do everything based around like S&C, health and fitness. That's it. It's just going to be that. I'm not going to do any like shit about myself or like my lifestyle or anything. But then owning a business for several years, like it comes to a point where you recognize that you're like, fuck, people need to know more about me to purchase things, to trust me. Yeah. And then when they trust me, they'll trust my services and purchase things off me. So ultimately you come to the realization that like, fuck, you need to show people more of yourself, which I inherently never wanted to do. And I hate that. Yeah. And I think that's what originally gave me the original distaste for, say, influencers and stuff, just because they were like so high and mighty and just like flexing and dribbling shit about like unnecessary stuff. But now, like for example, we've both made a vlog. I'm making another one. Like the first vlog I would try to keep very S&C, and I was at a sporting event, which made it easier. But this next one in Melbourne is like a lot of us just like eating and fucking walking around and shit stuff. Like that. Yeah. So it's not got anything to do with our profession, which takes away from my original like principles. Yeah. But I'm not upset about it because I recognize for business I really need to do it. And I'm not doing it from a standpoint of like trying to flex on people or anything. I'm just like, this is a little bit more about me. This is what I do. This is what we're doing, blah, blah, blah.
But I think that's almost every PT or S&C coach.
Yeah, and then
generally when they start doing content, all they do is what you were saying, and they never show who they are. Mm. But then when they start showing who they are, that's when people connect with them.
I know. That just blurs the lines of, being a good presence on social media in terms of specifically about health and fitness and strength and conditioning. Yeah. And then just being an influencer.
It's like a mix.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixed bag.
A merge. But if you're just who you are and you don't, create someone that you're not.
Yeah, but what if you're an obnoxious
Well, people won't connect with you.
But people connect with fucking heaps of obnoxious like Kardashians.
Yeah, true. Yeah, still there.
So I think in essence what we're trying to say is if you be true to yourself...
Yeah, just who you are.
She'll be right.
Yeah. And it's something that we need to get better at in regards to posting more about who us. Like, I know we're doing it with our vlogs, but just for like our Instagram stories. It's something we struggle with. I struggle with a lot. Just like, I'm always like, okay, I need to create more stories. But then whenever I go do something, I just never think about, I need to get a story out.
Yeah.
Because I just do it. But yeah.
Yeah, and then the final thought is anybody going to give a fuck about that story I posted when we're all dead?
Yeah, that's thinking a bit too
Is there a
much
little
into
bit?
it,
Well, is it?
I think it is, yeah.
How? Like purpose? Are you a purpose-driven individual?
What if you
don't-
posted a story about something, and someone's seen that day, and it helped them do something? What if you
Yeah, that's
if it helped
fine.
one person?
No, that I agree with that, and that's fine and that's good. But I'm talking about a lot of the mundane, just like, oh, get it out there just to get it out there.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean with that.
I like to try to be a purpose-driven individual and have like a little bit of purpose behind most of my shot, which there's a bit of blurred lines there with the vlogs and stuff because I'm not sure if that's actually applicable to helping people as much.
But it's still people connecting with you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. It's for the greater good, it's for the greater purpose.
Yeah.
Chomp.
Okay, you want to talk about the importance of buy-in from a client?
Oh, it's so important. Whether you're an S&C coach, rehab, or just a general PT, when your clients have that trust and confidence in you, the results are just going to skyrocket. Especially in rehab. Obviously, you're more in the rehab space, but yeah, when people believe in your work, whether it's through seeing you online, word of mouth, it just helps so much.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does. For everyone of like any level, I reckon.
I was listening to a pod the other day, and this rehab coach was saying that like now, because he's got a pretty big following, whenever people reach out to him, he never has to sell them anything.
Oh yeah.
And they just say, hey mate, can you help me out with this? And he's like, the hardest part is done. Because if I tell them,
getting people to trust you.
if I tell them to do something, they're going to do it. And I was like, that's so good.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like the trust is honestly everything. Like I've never had clients that just didn't give a shit that got great results.
Yeah.
I've never had clients that give a massive shit that didn't get great results. It's purely just from like buy-in.
Yeah. Like when you have a consult with someone, they're like, whatever you say, like, I believe in you.
Yeah.
And I'm keen to do whatever you recommend. It just makes things so much easier. And yeah, so obviously talking from a client's perspective, it's like they got to connect with a coach that they believe in, rather than just finding someone for the sake of it. But generally that's how it works, whether it's through word of mouth or through online, where they follow someone for a year and they build that trust and confidence, and then they might finally purchase something off them.
And see, I think that's what's like makes me think, oh yeah, vlogs are good because you're building that rapport with them.
Yeah.
But I think this question, like when you actually think about it, taking a step back, looking at the situation, we say, oh yeah, you need to have buy-in, you need to trust someone. And I think there's a big difference between being like gullible and just fucking believing anybody spouting any shit, and then being an optimist.
Yeah.
And there's like, I reckon you can, when you get someone as a PT and they succeed or they don't, a lot of the time the people that succeed are like very optimistic individuals. And then a lot of the time when people don't succeed, they're a bit pessimistic.
Yeah.
Usually like victim complex, usually like, just no faith in the world, in the universe whatsoever.
So negative.
Yeah. So I think that plays a pretty pivotal role. I feel like I'm a very optimistic person. In almost any situation, I try to think like, what's the positive out of this and how can we fix this situation or like win? And then, I've just been around pessimists in my life and it's just like fucking absolutely draining. And
They're hard to work with,
Yeah, they're just like, from all the littlest things to like oh, the taxi won't come in time to like,
Yeah.
oh, this big thing's not going to work out or something. It's like just absolutely draining.
So why I wanted to bring this up is because at the old gym I was at, Jets, like leads didn't come to you. You had to kind of, whenever someone signed up to the gym, like you would get every third person and you had to call them up and try and book them in for a free session. It was like you were really selling, and you had to like try to sell them everything, and it was so hard to convert because they're just like, who are you? And they're just coming in for a free session, and then sometimes you'd convert because they would see it,
Yeah,
they'd see the benefit.
You're right. A lot of the time, it would just be like a bit of a rough situation.
Yeah, and it was like you're just throwing out all these like rocks at them, and nothing's biting, and you're like,
Rocks?
yeah, I don't know why I said rocks, but
What?
hooks.
Yeah.
So I think all these hooks at him, and yeah, nothing's biting. Whereas as soon as I went to Revo, and people would reach out to me, and then you'd have a chat with them, and they're like, straight away, they're bought into the process.
Yeah.
You don't have to sell them. You obviously still have to sell them a bit, but nowhere near as much as Jets. And I struggled heaps at Jets with that. Like, obviously, as PTs, we got to be salesmen. You got to be salesy
Yeah,
in a way.
I'm absolutely terrible at that part.
Yeah, it's something that we could both improve on, but it makes such a difference when they're already in.
When they want you.
Yeah, they want you.
Yeah, it makes so much of a difference. I can't be a salesman. It's just not. It's not me. I can't be a salesman. I can like help people, but I can't. It's like you got to want it.
Yeah.
I can't. I can motivate people, but I can't like force you to want it. You got to want it.
Do you reckon it's something you need to improve on?
Yeah, it's something I need to improve on, but I feel like I'm not myself if I'm trying to sell.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
agree
me.
with
It's a
that.
different individual.
Yeah, that's why we don't do like locking contracts.
Yeah.
Because you know some PTs do locking contracts.
No, but locking contract isn't really selly, is it?
Oh, I still think it is. It's
Because
like
it's like if someone locks you in for 8 weeks, it's like we're getting 8 weeks into work.
yeah. No, I do like locking contracts. I think they're really good. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to put pressure on that person where they're like, okay,
I know you don't want to put pressure on them, but some people need that.
100%.
Yeah,
Especially for them to get the results. They need that extra bit of accountability.
yeah,
But still, I think it's something that at salesy, we do need to get improved on,
yeah.
especially for SJs.
But I feel like my sales is just like
let them build
proof of work.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, look, I can help you. Come if you want help.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, please let me. Not even please. Oh, like let me help you. Like we can do this. It's like the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you want the smoke, come get the smoke, big cuz.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dream would just be eventually one day. I would never turn down a client actually in general. If someone wants help, I'll help them. Always. I've proved it ever. I had to turn down one client ever and it was the biggest it was a fuck situation.
Yeah.
But I can't wait till the day where like we're in a good enough position where I can like accept clients and you just got someone with great goals that really wants to achieve them, and then it just makes life so much easier.
Yeah, like they meet you halfway.
Yeah, being a motivator is so challenging as well because like I constantly find myself like prematurely changing programs and stuff like that to try to keep people engaged when I know that like they should just be doing it and just locking in.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Everyone always talks about that. Like a client might say they want to do this exercise, but you know that that's not the best exercise. But purely based on the enjoyment principle, they're going to get more out of it because they believe more about that exercise. You know what I mean? And that's something that I've struggled with, especially at the start. Like I kind of always want to argue with them. Do you do that?
Not honestly now. Like if someone wants to do something,
Yeah, you just let them do it.
you just let them do it.
But at the start, would you kind of like... Oh,
Yeah, I would. But now, like the best program is the one that someone will actually perform. So
Yeah.
it's like you got to
100%.
cater that to what they want.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah,
That's something we've noticed, obviously, SJs. Because sometimes we put in some exercises that aren't popular to everyone, and people try it and then they don't like it and they get off it, which is fine. Because they're not the people that we're catering for.
Yeah, exactly. But that buy-in, would just makes things so much easier, so much more time efficient. Just
The results are going to be so much better.
results are better, and you just got to find those people, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, an actual fucking health and fitness question.
Yeah.
Does time under tension really matter?
For hypertrophy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does matter. But I think training intensity is obviously the
That's the
factor.
big variable everyone doesn't think about. Because I think there were some papers in like the 90s or sometime around then about how like time under tension was the most important thing. So all the bodybuilders were going around like boasting about just time under tension is king. You have to have time under tension. Which I don't really understand, because you could, like, if time under tension was the biggest rock and like the most important thing, why would you not just hold like a stretch? That is time under tension.
Legit.
And that's not going to give you benefits. So like obviously intensity matters. I don't understand how people didn't recognize that in the past. Intensity is the most important variable.
Yeah. And why do you reckon it was just because it was like a...
I just think some research came out on it and people went with it. Back in the day, because there was like less access to information with no internet and stuff like that, you'd get some research papers out, people would talk about it in the gyms, it'd become like common knowledge.
Yeah.
Bro science.
Yeah.
Yeah, although it was probably, it was real science. I think now we've just got so much information that it's like you can look at that and think, it's not the case at all.
Your training intensity is always the biggest rock.
But I think you have to find, we're saying training intensity is the most important variable for hypertrophy, building muscle, but that's not to neglect time under tension.
No, not at all.
And like if you want to build muscle, you've got to really control that eccentric portion of the lift. You can't just drop the weight, because that's when time under tension matters. It's not like intensity or time under tension. It's like put them both together for enhanced results.
Yeah, and it's also just a fun variable to include in programming.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we do all the time for, I don't know, bicep curls at SJs, where when people start to get to that point where they're really getting to that failure point, their last few reps, they do a normal concentric, or it might be really ugly, but then we get them to hold that like 5-second eccentric.
Yeah.
And it ruins them. Obviously, they could just continue spamming the reps, but that eccentric portion and doing that time and attention just creates that fun aspect.
Yeah, definitely can be fun. I used it when I got good at bench the first ever time. I used really slow eccentrics.
Yeah.
And then that pause at the bottom. I reckon that helped heaps.
For a form point of view, I think it's really good.
Yeah, just time under tension.
It's for bench. Yeah, bench and deads. I think it's really good for technique aspect. But in regards to hypertrophy, you don't need to include it.
Well, you need to include time under tension.
Yeah, but
for hypertrophy.
Yeah, but you don't need.
But you don't. It's not the
not exaggerated. Yeah, it's not the beyond and all.
But just to clarify, like if you've got two people doing like a 12-week block of bench, and one person just drops it and punches it straight back up, and the other person makes sure that eccentric portion of the lift is like 3-4 seconds, they're almost certainly going to build more muscle.
Yeah.
Given the right intensities, of course.
Like they're training the right same level of intensity?
Yeah. But that's not to say you can't build muscle from fast explosive stuff.
No,
like literally look at a sprinter. Sprinters are just jacked as, and everything they do is fast, majority of the time. So yeah, it's a very fine line between having the right intensity and then also having an adequate enough amount of time under tension to create the most optimal results, essentially. But don't If time under tension was the king of building muscle, you could literally get like 2 kilo dumbbells and do like 700 reps of an incline dumbbell press, and that would technically get you the most jacked if that was to be the case.
Yeah.
Jump.
All right, I want to talk about the most physically demanding sport, and I'll start off with one.
Oh, I bet you're gonna say the one I was gonna say.
Oh, this is not the most physically demanding sport ever. I'll just straight up, the most physically demanding sport's MMA. But one that's slept on heavily is netball.
Yeah, netball is very physical. It's a hard sport.
People literally because there's no physical part.
But demanding.
There's no physical bodies clashing, physicality. But people literally people scream about how challenging basketball is on the joints when you've got optimal time, well not optimal, like realistically unlimited time to decelerate a lot of the time.
Yeah.
In netball, you catch the ball and you have to decelerate in 2 steps. Every time, doesn't matter how fast you're going, doesn't matter what position you land in. And I think that's severely underrated. That is just terrible for your knees and your ankles and your hips.
Well, shows, that's why there's so many injuries, isn't it?
Yeah, literally, like you just, it's really intense for your lower limb joints. Yeah.
Yeah, it is slept on. My 2 would be water polo.
That's true.
I think that is really physically demanding. Like,
that's a crook sport.
it's so hard. Like, the swimming aspect and the sculling aspect and how high they get is really physical.
Like you have to be explosive and have incredible endurance at the same time.
Yeah, but like they go hard at each other.
Yeah.
Like underwater, they're getting kicked. So I think that is really physical.
Yeah. So with that, you got to consider how physical the game is and like how good you have to be with endurance and explosiveness. But then also you don't get like the banged up joints from it.
Yeah.
But I'd put it up there as one of the most physical sports.
Such a good swimmer too.
Especially like that. If you're talking about 80s, like Soviet Union water polo, where they're just squeezing each other's testes underwater and bashing each other.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. But
fuck, that's intense, man.
Yeah. It's just I remember you and Mitch and John and Ramaj.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a good swimmer though, so I can't really vouch. But that is like the hardest sport I've ever.
But like, if you got no idea about water polo, next time you're in a pool, grab a ball.
I always do it. And I always try to kick myself up.
See how high you can get while throwing it, and then swim after that ball, and you'll soon realise if you did that for a game, you would be cooked.
Yeah.
While you're competing against others.
Yeah. Agreed. What's your second one?
I just think an Ironman. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's just so hard. Like, the qualities you got to train for. You got your running, you got your swimming, and the bike riding. Obviously, the bike riding is probably still very hard because how many Ks they do. But running and swimming, like, to be good at all them 3.
Yeah, but my counter argument is it's endurance.
It's still pretty hard.
Yeah, it's hard, but like endurance, there's a reason why you see like 70-year-olds do Ironmans.
Yeah.
Because
like a full Ironman?
Yeah, because you've seen some do it. Because endurance stuff, like if you just train for it, you'll get good at it. It's not like
it takes
some people aren't born.
I get that.
Some people aren't born with for sprinting. Some people just will never be quick.
Yeah, they're not born with
there are some people that won't be good at endurance, but if you just train the house down all the time, you'd eventually be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just how long can you... Sometimes it's just an eating contest as well, some of this shit. I agree, it's fucking hard as. I'd be rapt to be able to do one myself. But I feel like...
Is this a sport that...
water polo's harder.
Oh, 100%, but Ironman, it's just so much hours you got to train for.
Yeah, that sucks.
Like, if you're not training a certain amount of hours, like, you're not going to be any good.
But that's it. Like, there's almost like
It's still hard.
There's almost like a direct correlation between the more you train, you're just going to get better at it.
Yeah, but that's still hard.
Yes, of course it's hard. It's not fucking playing PlayStation.
Because a lot of people that do Ironmans, like, they're working full-time jobs.
Yeah.
People get divorced and shit over it.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother point, yeah. But
I'm taking in all these factors.
A lot of the time, well, if you're considering those variables, that's quite a challenging sport. But we're talking about physically.
Yeah. Physically,
Yeah, don't
mine
get me
would be
wrong.
water polo.
Like your joints would just be cooked from like running after doing like an absurd amount of cycling and swimming because you'd just be so fatigued.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So you need to be durable. You definitely need to be durable.
100%.
But I feel like MMA just
yeah.
trumps all of those.
Yeah, MMA, when I was doing it for about 4 weeks there, that was a little bit of a side quest.
Good 4-week side quest.
That was probably 8. That was good fun, but it was very hard. We weren't even doing that much intense training. It was just like, just a bit of grappling and all that. But by the end, I'd just be like, fucked.
Yeah.
My shirt would be soaked. And then I'm just driving home, it was like, so knackered. And that was like, just 1 hour a week.
Yeah, so imagine you're just fighting some fucking monster from Dagestan and he's just on top of you beating your head.
Imagine actually getting
waiting
punched,
for you to fucking open your neck up and then he just chokes you to death.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough sport.
Definitely physically, plus the ground and pound, like the head trauma. Rugby needs to get a mention. That's a tough ass sport.
Yeah.
When you watch that live, man, and they hit each other, like when they just run it straight.
Oh, yeah. Cooked.
Oh, man, that is a lot of force going through the body. The person taking the hit and the person giving the hit. Yeah, that's a tough sport.
Yeah, I always realise that when, I hardly ever play rugby, but when I do, and then you do get that hit, it real shocks you.
Yeah, it's one of those sports where you got to understand the principles of that really famous science that starts with P. Physics.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be if someone's going to hit you hell hard, you have to be going at them super hard or you're going to come off real bad.
Yeah, you can second best.
Yeah. But that's it. If I was to rank, like, difficulty of sports, I'd do MMA first. I would honestly probably do water polo second and rugby third.
Yeah. Yeah, MMA is definitely up there. Yeah, probably that and water polo for me.
But I don't want to sleep on netball for the girls. No. It's a tough sport for the girls.
Blokes too.
Blokes do it too. But they just expected, like, no one thinks of it to be that challenging on the joints or anything.
Yeah,
but it
is really challenging.
When you look at it, it's just lots of deceleration.
Yeah. Doesn't get the respect.
No. This pod is powered by SJ's Community, where lifting, laughing and living better all collide. Check out our 7-day free trial via the show notes or in our Instagram. So I've got a client, shouts out to Brock, good dude, getting good results, he's young as well. All about just working on all these physical qualities, loves jumping, loves everything.
Bit of GPP.
Me and him were speaking because he's from Queensland and he loves rugby league. Or he likes it, it's his main sport.
Yeah.
And he is adamant that it's fixed.
Yeah, okay.
So he reckons, he just will say like, oh yeah, this was fixed, that was fixed. Like, how could somebody be like executing their skills so poorly? How could this have happened? I think it got brought up because Cam Munster's dad like died.
Yeah.
Like a few days before the last Origin and then they just ran amok and smashed New South Wales. But anyway, I mostly disagree with him, but at the same time, sport fixing is a real thing.
It is, yeah, it definitely is.
And it's like, honestly, it's always happening and it's just a matter of people getting caught out for it.
Especially in like the cycling world or the cricket world.
Yeah, cricket is so bad.
So bad.
I've literally seen so much.
Like on an international level, like country to this country, but then like just in some leagues where you see it, it's so cool.
Yeah. So I've got a list here of some of the worst cheating and sport fixing of all time. So we'll start off with sport fixing. The first two, the first one I didn't know about. I kind of knew about it, but not at all. The second one I have a little bit of a general understanding of it. So the first one was Calciopoli, which was in Serie A. So basically in 2006, Italy held the World Cup of soccer, which they won.
Yep.
But on the brink of that World Cup, basically there was a massive fixing kind of ordeal happening in Serie A, which included a lot of big teams like AC Milan and Juventus, right? Like, it was hectic as they were using like Swiss SIM cards to try and make sure that their phones weren't getting tapped and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But basically it was the sporting director of Juventus, Luciano Moggi, who was basically picking specific referees for games, but talking to the Juventus coach about it.
That's crook.
And basically he'd choose referees that would be more favourable towards Juventus and ultimately like influence the results of the games. Considering Juventus won the last 2 titles in the Serie A.
Oh, like 2004, 2005? Or do you mean recently now?
No, like back then in
back
2004 and 2005.
Yeah.
But essentially from this, Juventus got demoted to Serie B. Because that's how I knew about this. I remember someone saying Juventus were in Serie B, and I was like, they're the biggest club in Italy. What? And someone was like, oh yeah, something happened. But they got stripped of their 2 titles. And this was a big deal. Like, Juventus team wasn't just a bunch of schmucks. It was like Buffon, probably the best goalkeeper ever. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Del Piero, all these dudes that were literally the best in the world. And some of them left, like Zlatan left and went to Inter Milan. But then like Buffon, Del Piero, Chiellini, they all stayed and played Serie B that following year. And obviously instantly got promoted back. But that was apparently like the biggest modern day kind of cheating anyone's ever seen, max fixing. The other one was this guy called Tim Donaghy, who was fixing NBA games. Well, he never got fined or whatever you say, ultimately for fixing. But he bet on his own games for like 8 years and went to jail for 15 years.
Gee.
No, 15 months, sorry. But
were they losing?
Well, here's the thing. They cleared him of it, but then ESPN conducted an analysis of 30 competitive games he bet on. 23 of the 30 games, his calls ended up favouring the winning side, which ends up being 77% of the games, and the odds of that occurring randomly is 6,155 to 1.
Gee.
So he says he didn't, but I think maybe subconsciously at the very least. Ultimately, that's how it panned out. But he also was like, he went out and made claims once he got out of jail saying that there were high stakes playoff games like the Lakers in 2002 that were influenced by the referees, and basically the NBA did that to try drive profit margins and popularity.
You can look into that, can't you?
Which is interesting because even today you've got like these rumours about them trading Doncic and then Dallas getting the first pick and stuff like that, and people are like, this is just, history doesn't repeat itself but it rhymes, and you look at it and you're like, the NBA are fucking pretty scaly in that aspect.
Pretty crooked.
Yeah, so basically some other undeniable acts of cheating in sports was the sandpaper gate, which...
That was so embarrassing. As like an Australian, like I remember waking up to that and seeing it, and you're just like, what is going on? It
literally is like something that you do at school, in like a school game as a joke, like at lunchtime.
And you're watching it and you're just like, nah, that's not real. Like,
yeah. Especially because...
so cool.
Especially because it was like Steve Smith, Dave Warner. But basically, for anybody that doesn't know, Australia was playing South Africa in a test. And Cam Bancroft was caught on camera using sandpaper and just like rubbing the side of the ball. Because with a cricket ball, you try to shine one side so it's nice and smooth so it swings really hard. But yeah, like you just woke up and you just saw the Australian team got done for sandpapering a ball, which was...
And we're in such a strong place in cricket that time. Like,
that's the part I didn't get is I remember looking at it, and I followed cricket but not that well. I was like, we're literally the best in the world.
Yeah.
Why would we sandpaper a ball?
So cool. Like, I know cricketers do all the time with the ball. Like they always, like a lot of players throw the ball on the pitch to scuff the ball up. You see it all the time. But yeah, it's just, how dumb were they thinking to get like they could get away with it with how many cameras there are?
That's what I mean. And the one part that makes me confused is like, you've got to be very consciously on point to bowl at a world-class level, right?
Yeah.
Imagine going in, it's a very psychological thing, trying to place the ball in the exact spot you want to place it at a certain speed. Imagine needing to do that, but you know in your head that you're fucking cheating and sandpapering a ball. Like, how do you continue to uphold that confidence and actually continue to perform well?
Yeah, it's true.
And then It pissed me off because then they were like, Steve Smith and stuff were crying afterwards, like apologising. But it's like, it's a very black and white thing, sandpapering a ball. There's an obvious good and bad thing to do, and that's a bad thing.
Stuffed up.
And like, you chose to do it. It wasn't like a questionable act. It was very explicitly bad.
Yeah, that was shocking.
But basically,
bad day for Australian cricket.
Yeah, that was a bad. We still cop it. Like sometimes you're walking around and like you go to watch the cricket in the Indian.
And they've got the sandpaper and that.
But fair enough, that was a shit act. But basically Smith and Warner got 12 months for that, and then Bancroft got 9 months. But Bancroft hasn't been there.
He'll never be in the squad again.
Yeah, but I mean, Smith and Warner are pretty good, so they obviously can't. You can't deny that. But I don't know if Smith has ever been the same since.
No.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy one.
It just sucks that Smith, he's like the best player almost there was.
Oh, that.
But now his legacy will always be known as involved in that sandpaper incident.
Yeah, it will, but
he still is. Obviously,
in my eyes, his legacy is that fucking period where he just was getting double tons every day.
Changed the game, eh?
Oh, he was so good. I thought like he's the best ever at that stage, but yeah, that was a disgrace to the spirit of cricket. That one.
It was,
but it is what it is.
But in regards to like the match fixing, like, do you think it happens in AFL?
Well, I'm going through these because that's the point that I want to get at. It's happening everywhere.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of getting caught.
Like all the big clubs.
There was when Melbourne were losing by so much, the AFL investigated if they were fixing matches.
Yeah,
because you can't have like 22 professionals play 22 professionals in a game and beat them by like 200 points. It doesn't really make sense.
No.
But obviously you've got club cultures and stuff like that, and if they're not going well, then you can get smashed.
Yeah.
But then you can look at like people who drug dope, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people are drug doping.
Oh, heaps.
But Lance Armstrong is the prime example.
Yeah. But it still happens. It's happened so much in cycling.
This is what pisses me off with Lance Armstrong, right? He's a cunt. I'm pretty sure everyone knows he is. Like, he lied about it. He had a charity, tried to sue numerous people for saying that he was doping when he was.
Yeah.
Scumbag dog act. Divide that from him as an athlete. Yeah, he's a prick. Probably. I don't mind him. I seem to like him, but I don't know him, obviously.
Yeah.
But allegedly he's quite a prick. Yeah. Drug doped. Yeah. But like you said, everyone was drug doping. I'm pretty sure like the whole top 10 were. Mm. And he won like 7 Tour de France's. Doesn't matter what you say, he was the best. And it's not 100%. A matter... It's not because he drug doped that he's the best, because everyone was drug doping. Yeah. He just is the best. And I think the fact that like doping shouldn't be a thing. People shouldn't dope. But at the same time, I think honestly, considering all factors, he fair and square won all those 7 and shouldn't have been stripped. Like, because now when you look all those 7 Tour de France's, it says that there's no winner. He's the obvious.
He still is.
Everyone agrees with it and believes in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, and then also I've just got one more here. Oh, I've got 2 more actually. Ben Johnson in the 1988 Seoul Olympics, 100 metre sprint. Yeah. Won with a record-breaking time, and then stripped of his medal 48 hours later because he was tested positive for anabolic steroids. It was named the dirtiest race in history because 6 of the 8 finalists were linked to doping.
Yes.
So that's what I mean with the Lance Armstrong thing. The same as this Ben Johnson race. Everyone's doping. The reason why Lance Armstrong got screwed so bad was because they needed to make like a example of someone. Yeah. And he was like the Michael Jordan of cycling.
Oh, he was on that era, right?
So they were like, we've got to make it of him. But then it's like, do everybody else as well.
Yeah. Cycling, I think, I don't really follow cycling now, but I think it's still happening. Sure.
Yeah. Probably.
I reckon it's still happening.
Yeah.
They just know how to cover it up so well.
They definitely... Well, something's happening.
Yeah.
But also, it's like so risky to do it. But... I mean, Russia doped quite heavily and got banned from the Olympics for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So... I think everyone is like... You look at the Chinese weightlifting team... some of the swimming teams, like
the physiques of them.
it's hard to look at that and think they're not doping. But last one, and when you asked if they still fix in AFL, in A-League a year ago, 2 players admitted they were being paid $10,000 a game to pick up yellow cards for betting.
True. Shit.
Because I remember one of my friends was knew a guy in one of the teams, and I was like, oh, how's that guy going at football? And she was like, oh, there's a big thing apparently at the moment because a couple of the players might be going to jail for fixing matches. And that's what it was. It turns out to be true.
It's crazy.
But I think, honestly, just to summarise on that, I think cheating is just a thing that people do, and if they can get away with it, they will get away with it.
And people their eyes just see that cash, and they just do anything for it.
And you dedicate your entire life to being the best at something, and then, especially if you know everybody else is doping.
Yeah.
Because there would have been people that raced against Lance Armstrong who probably never made top 10s that weren't doping.
Yeah.
But like, why are you racing? Why are you cycling to be the best? And if everybody else is doping, fuck.
Yeah.
Why not?
People they got no other choice.
Yeah.
Or they'll just be so far behind.
And I guess that's why they tried to make an example of him, but I don't think it worked.
No.
But yeah, so do I think it happens in the AFL? I think it's not a big fish market enough for it to happen.
No.
Yeah.
Some calls though sometimes, you're like, and then the big clubs end up getting to the finals. Sometimes you can see it.
Oh, actually, I retract my statement because I reckon Geelong are definitely pulling some strings under the table in terms of signing players and stuff like that.
Especially, I don't think Harley Reid's going to go. I think he will stay. Well, I hope he stays. But if he goes to Geelong, that would just scream like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Well, it happened with the Melbourne Storm when they got stripped of their 2 premierships because they were like, they would sign a player for under the cap, fine, and then they would just give them like a $200,000 boat.
Yeah.
And then the league was like, what the fuck? You can't just give people like a $200,000 asset.
Sign-on bonus.
So yeah, I think in every sport competition almost there's some form of cheating, sadly.
Yeah. They're just good at getting away with it and hiding it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if it's to the point of my client was saying how he reckons those games are fixed. I just think it's too hard to fix games. Like, it's too chaotic of a environment unless the umpires are fixing it. But like, the players don't have enough power. It doesn't matter if you're the best to kind of fix a game unless you're playing
they're in
basketball or something where there's 5 aside. Yeah.
Yeah, for a big team sport like that, everyone would kind of need to be on it.
And like the yellow card thing, you're trying to achieve a very specific outcome of getting a yellow card.
Yeah.
And that's pretty obvious. So like, obviously they got caught.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about.
Jump.
It's time for that segment.
The segment everyone loves, especially Alex Connor.
Well, Alex Connor hated it last week enough where he sent an abusive message. So
I think he just hated the pod in general because it was short.
Yeah.
And he just wanted to target.
Short. It's a short podcast. It's edited down to 57 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like quite a long time.
Yeah, it's still 57 minutes of chatting.
And you got to understand that like there's a very fine line between doing enough and then just doing way too much.
Yeah. And he also gave us an abusive message after his team lost.
Oh, really?
Didn't he?
I don't know.
I swear he did.
Maybe.
So, I think it was just a bit, rustled. Alright, here's an exercise. It's a bit broad, but it's saying that I don't think you do enough. Training your core. I think it's something that you skip.
Oh.
Because I know you prioritise work, which is a good thing for your training. Like, you often just do like 4 or 5 exercises. But I often never see you training your core.
I think everything's underrated for training. Yeah. You should be really training everything. In terms of like absolute must trains, like things that you have to train, it's way lower on the pecking order if you're training right. So if you're just doing like just basic compound lifts and you're not really getting any rotation, like abdominal rotation, like oblique flexion, extension, stuff like that, yeah, it's underrated. If you are actually training quite variously already, I would say it's overrated.
You reckon?
Yeah. I'm trying to be a little bit controversial, actually. Obviously, I think it's underrated, but
I think it's severely underrated.
I think you could get away with saying that it's overrated, especially if you play sports and stuff like that.
I still think it's underrated.
I do as well, but I'm trying to be a bit controversial here. And say,
Sport Australian Open.
I just want to, just final touch is that I don't train my core enough, especially like abdominal flexion.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I know I neglect in my training.
Yeah, you should do it.
So, yeah. Anyway, Australian Open.
Yeah.
So underrated. It's the best Open. Better than Wimbledon.
It's so good because...
It's the Novak Open.
Yeah, you can say that. Because when it's on, everyone plays tennis.
Yeah.
And there's always a good vibe. And it's just good to watch, like, you finish work, because it's always on late.
Yeah.
So you come home, like, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and it's on.
Yeah. No, I love it. And I love the way that... I wonder in Melbourne. I reckon in Melbourne it would go off.
I do want to go to Australian Open.
I'd love to go. I reckon next year if we do a Melbourne trip...
For Australian
It's in March though, isn't it?
No, it's like January, February.
Oh. You kind of want to go to Melbourne to watch footy. Yeah, I reckon it's underrated.
You get there for cricket game.
Yeah, that's true. You've seen some unbelievable matches between the big three there, Federer, Nadal and Novak.
Yeah.
Novak's match last Oz Open where he was injured against Alcatraz, man. I was struggling not to piss my pants at just how good that was. That was an exceptional game. Novak was injured. Alcatraz was on. I don't know how Novak did it, but that was a good... That was one of those games where it's like if someone's never seen tennis before, watch this.
Yeah.
Watch that. Watch like Nadal, Federer, like Wimbledon 09, 08, 09. Like those are games those are games you can set your watch to.
Yeah.
And I feel like Oz Open always has sick games.
It's such a good time of the year because it's good weather. And then just watching tennis, it's so good. Because we don't really watch any other Opens.
Nah, because they're all late, man.
They're always weird. Like Wimbledon was all over the shop at the time.
4 a.m, 5 a.m. usually.
So the Australian Open, like, you really get involved with it. So it is good. And then the last one, a random one, hangovers at the age of 28.
I don't understand how, they're bad. What does that mean? Underrated or...
So we're saying, I just wanted to mention it, because we obviously went out on the weekend after a paint and sip, and were severely hungover.
Yeah.
It was easily my worst hangover. Like, I've never experienced a hangover like that. Obviously, I'm still 27, Jake's 28, so...
wait, was this a question for you or me? Because how's that your answer again?
It's for you. But I just wanted to get my input.
No, they suck. They're overrated. They suck.
Like,
badly.
we were hungover Sunday, and then yesterday we were still so hungover.
Oh, and the head pound. It doesn't help. We were at a paint and sip, so we were drinking wine, champagne, Guinness, like beer. We were drinking all these assortments of beverages. That doesn't help, but, it doesn't... it's just bad.
Like
I'm not looking forward to what it feels like in 20 years.
Yeah.
It almost makes me think I'm never going to drink again.
Yeah, I legit could just never drink again.
But the problem is I can have 12 beers and go to bed with a feed and I'll wake up not bad if I don't mix drinks. It's more so
because you're mixing.
Just getting stupid drunk off a bunch
and obviously the excessive amount.
Yeah. So yeah, that's severely overrated. I hate that. But it's what you make of it as well. Like if you're going to hang your head low and say that you're sick and go out for a hike or something. Of course your hangover's going to be worse if you're just curled up in a ball at home crying.
Yeah, legit me on a Sunday.
Yeah, exactly.
It is overrated, but then the reason why it's good, because it reminds you why you shouldn't drink that much. Especially all the time.
Yeah, you make a sacrifice when you drink to have fun, and you just got to acknowledge that it comes with its...
consequences.
Consequences, yeah. So, I don't want to be that hungover again. That pissed me off heaps.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Especially I edited a whole podcast and I just didn't want
Your
to.
head was pounding. Yeah. You were struggling yesterday when we were training.
Yeah.
We're doing lap pull downs and you were struggling.
Big time. Starting to get a massive headache and everything like that. But still did some pretty good lifting. That's another thing. If you are hungover, like I said, it's what you make of it.
Yeah,
The best way to get rid of a hangover is just go absolutely destroy yourself physically.
No, I think you just got to get outside and just do something.
Yeah, I reckon a run, that shit out.
I wouldn't run, but just walk. Just be active outside.
Yeah, definitely. Like a hike. Water, like swimming's really beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, no, they're good.
You want to go into our challenge?
Before questions.
Yeah.
I reckon it will fuck our questions up, but yeah, because I reckon I'll just be so, like, hyped that I don't even want to answer these questions.
Okay. You got to say mine first.
All right.
We got to agree to it. Oh. And so you're agreeing to what I say?
Yeah.
And you agree to an extra...
What is this, the fucking agreement festival?
You're agreeing.
So I have to say yours first?
Yeah.
All right. You have to live in your car for a week.
What?
Five days. No, that doesn't mean that. You need to be. Well, I can't think of the word. Sorry.
Can I be parked outside my house?
Soul supportive. Oh yeah, you can, but like you can shower and stuff, not in your car.
Yeah, obviously.
I was gonna say I'd prefer for you to live like completely just from your car, but
So I can I can park outside my house. I just got to sleep in it.
well, I was gonna say self-sufficient, like you got to cook, sleep, everything. But you know what? I don't want to be too rude. You can decide.
Okay.
If it was me, I'd bring my cooker. I'd put a mattress in the back of the ute. And
Yeah, you got a ute. I got a bloody sedan.
Oh, you can take my car if you want.
Oh, I can't. Need the pedals.
This is why I said.
This is
why I said I wanted you to go first.
No.
So then, whenever you tell me something, I could have changed it to make it a bit easier for you.
No. You want to know yours?
Nah. That's the end of the podcast. Nah.
You gotta. You gotta compete in a bodybuilding comp.
No.
Why?
Because we literally talked about this ages ago, and I said the one thing I don't want to do is compete in a bodybuilding comp.
That's my challenge.
How does that make sense with what we spoke about, though? Me saying the one thing I'd never do is that. Like, never.
Well, that's a challenge.
An official bodybuilding, or just whatever.
A novice one.
Can't I just do my own one?
Nah.
Oh, dude, that's so shit. Fuck. But I'm not going to prep or anything. It'll just be embarrassing.
You gotta get the fake tan.
Oh, dude, that is the... Ugh. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I have to do it because it's a challenge. So it's the only one I didn't want to do. Only one, but does it have to be like an official one? Can't I just do my own one and just invite people to come watch? Oh, that's such a fuck challenge because
There's one at UWA.
When?
I think.
When? I'll just do that one.
But I'm hoping it's before the end of this year.
Oh, that's going to be so embarrassing because I don't like bodybuilding, so I'm not going to do a prep.
You're already pretty lean.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. That was a good one. Yeah. Very pleased with that.
Yeah, no worries.
Can't believe that. Oh, my God. I actually remember we had this convo and I was like, there's literally one thing I'd never ever do.
I know, but I had to get you back for the 100,000 step.
Oh, dude. Oh, God. All right.
I had to get you back for the 100,000 steps. And I thought that was the only one that could.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because I can do physical ones, but for now you would smash them.
Yeah. God, I'll be honest, that's the worst possible.
Yeah, I thought it was some, yeah.
It's not even one where I'm like, oh, that's going to be heat sick. It's like,
no,
it's a big chore. It will be a chore.
Yeah, it's a more mental one. That's why when you ask, will it be more physical? Or is that no?
I'm just going to, it's going to be shit because I'm just going to rock up to a bodybuilding comp, I'm not getting tanned.
No, you have to.
You don't have to.
No, I think you do.
No, you don't. You just obviously get judged hell poorly.
Well, you're going to get tanned through the sun then.
Yeah, I will be. Thanks for that. Did you get the reaction?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Maybe we should have done the questions first.
Yeah, we definitely should have, but it's all right. We'll answer them now. Oh, what do you think about your one? No, you definitely got to be self-sufficient then.
What?
You got to be If you're making me do a bodybuilding comp, you have to live out of your car self-sufficient. Like cooker and everything. Like shower at the beach.
When do I have to do it by?
Whenever you choose.
Because that'd be pretty easy in summer. Like when it's a bit warmer.
Oh, see, would you rather do the bodybuilding or would you rather do that?
Oh, no, the car.
Oh, I wish I was doing the car. I tried to make it good for you because of the 100 step. I shouldn't have. Never mistaken kindness for weakness, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I had to get you back with the walk.
Oh, but ultimately, is walking 100,000 steps that bad? It took a long time.
Yeah, I'd rather do the walk than do the bodybuilding.
Oh, dude, that's what... Like, I'm being punished for doing, like, the 100 steps, which I don't think is necessarily... It was long, and it definitely was hard.
It was just long. Yeah,
but I don't think it's punishable by a bodybuilding comp.
You created these challenges.
Yeah, but I didn't... like, none of the challenges for you... Like, are you upset about either of your challenges?
Oh, living out of the car is going to be pretty shit for 5 days. Going to work from the car.
You want to switch?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can't believe that. Yeah, I'll do it, whatever. Yeah. Oh, dude, I hate bodybuilding as well.
It's just a big mental challenge for you.
But what's the mental part? Just forcing myself to do something that, like...
Yeah, you still want to do.
But usually, right, I force myself into uncomfortable situations that I think are beneficial for me.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't. This is just like do something that's extremely uncomfortable that you don't like, that's like you don't even want. That's just not beneficial to you whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You got to do like like just a day before or 2 days before, like just limit your intake.
Oh, it's going to be so cringe.
I'm hoping there's that one at UWA, so it's not as official for you. Make it a bit easier.
I wish I could just do my own one. Like, let me get this straight. If I held my own event with judges, coach, crowd, everything, no, it doesn't count. It has to be an official one.
If you could get that done by the end of the year?
Oh, it has to be by the end of the year. Oh, I guess it has to. Fuck.
Yeah. If you could get that done by the end of the year...
That's the worst. Nah, it's alright. It's alright.
Now I just know, though, the next challenge for me...
Dude, you're fucked. The next challenge, I'm going to kill you for that. Because the two that I've given you are actually kind of fun and interesting. And you've just... Literally the only thing I ever said I was just like, that's off limits. Specifically said was off limits.
I know, but I kind of think, yeah, that's why I did it.
Yeah, okay, that's alright. I'll do it.
It's a challenge, so...
I'll do it. This episode is powered by SJ's. Training, community, and everything in between for only $1 a day. Check out our 7-day free trial now. Absolutely. That's a stitch up and a half, eh? Yeah. Can't believe how stitched up I've been there.
Lately, you just keep going on about your physique. So the more you said it, the more it just edged into me. I was like, I have to do it. And you just kept going on. I was like, I have to. And I wasn't going to. But then I was like, nah. Every time I thought about the challenge and the other ones I had planned.
Fuck, man. I was like, give me like a cycle to Esperance. Something that, like if I did a cycle to Esperance or something like that.
Well, that was legit.
Do you know how good I would feel at the end?
Legit, that was...
So all you've done is just taken away an awesome life experience from me and instead palmed me off fucking something that I just don't like at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right.
I'm scared for my next challenge.
Yeah, question 1. If you could go back to a 15, 16-year-old S&J starting in the gym, what workouts would you mainly focus on that you wish you knew about now?
just, incorporate a lot more plyos.
I was about to say the same thing, yeah.
Because I definitely got onto the plyo train late, which probably a lot of people did. So that's easily number one.
Yeah.
That, and then obviously I was swimming at that age, so I didn't really care about running or like sprinting. But if I wasn't swimming, I definitely would run or sprint a lot more.
Yeah. I think, like, with 15, 16-year-olds, you don't need any extravagant shit. Like, you just, like, when you get, like, a youth athlete, or, because I think he's talking about that, but more so, like, just a kid, that'd be the right term to use.
Yeah.
Like, year one, you just try to get them super strong. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't really try to do much more. Of course, implement plyometrics and stuff on top of that.
Plyos, I think, would be number one.
But it's more so like that
just
third and fourth year where you really start to indulge in like different, more extravagant stuff that you wish you knew about in the past.
Yeah.
So honestly, from the way I trained when I was a kid, I would just train like a little bit less dumb.
Just do the basics well.
And just do the basics really well. Plyos, and I probably wouldn't... One thing I would change is that when I went for runs, I wouldn't just go full piss every single time.
Yeah.
I would have like slower runs, I'd have faster ones, I'd have intervals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one more thing, I would do heavy low reps, like heavy singles, doubles, triples.
Instead of like the 4x12.
Yeah, that's what I used to do when I was a kid.
3x12.
Dude, when I was a kid, I used to just go up, when I first started gymming, I used to just go up to any equipment that I knew how to use and do it for like 3-4 sets of 12.
Yeah. And you see kids do that, but like it's also the way they learn because they just enjoy it. Mm. And you just see them doing it. They might not be doing the right thing, but it's better than doing nothing.
Yeah, and when you, what was I going to say? Sorry, I'm just clouded head.
Yeah, I can tell he's shocked by this.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it got me fucking bigger.
Yeah.
Just because when you're a kid, like volume is the number one thing to provide a stimulus because you've never lifted any external load whatsoever. So just shitloads of volume
Anything's
is going to increase your muscle mass and like strength immensely. So yeah, like really, there's not too big of a difference besides the things that I just mentioned.
Yeah, mine easily would just be pliers.
Yeah. Question 2: from a PT point of view, what would you say to a client that keeps getting injured in a sport they love?
That's a hard one. I guess you just chat to them about one, like how much they love it, and if it's affecting them mentally and physically, like maybe I don't think I would. Like if they love it so much, and they don't want to stop it, you'd still try work with them. But if it's getting to the point where it's making them like lose their passion, maybe you could recommend like doing less things. But I was thinking, if they love it so much, you just got to keep working with them. Like I would never tell, if I had a client that like kept getting injured from their sport, but they never not wanted to stop playing, you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't be like, oh, maybe you should. No.
It's not our job.
No.
Yeah.
You just try to get them strong.
Yeah.
And healthy.
I think of it like, you know, when you got an old dog that just loves like playing fetch, and then the next day it's just so fucked.
Yeah.
But you would never stop that dog. That dog loves doing that. So it's like it's going to, every time you play fetch, it's going to get up and about and do it. And then it's going to suffer the consequences straight after. Same as people. Like, people are inherently like that. You know, if they want to do something and they really love it, they're just going to continue to love it due to the drive of passion that they have. But usually what I try to do is I try to look at what's getting injured or what's happening, and then I'll try to like backtrack and think like, what can we do here that will kind of help you with this. But then even like, honestly, I've got clients that get injured and then they still, like, you say you got injured here, you're probably lacking this, we should work on this, and even then they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, it goes back to the whole point of like, the best program someone can perform is the one that they will perform.
Yeah, the one that gets done.
So, yeah, it's a bit of a...
You just got to work with them. And
bit of a tricky slope.
it is a hard one.
Yeah.
You're a bit in that boat, aren't you?
Yeah, these questions are aimed at me, the dog, but yeah. And it depends what injuries. Like, if you get a fucking broken bone, like, what can you do about that? There's not much you can do about some injuries. Whereas, like, obviously soft tissue injuries, there are things you can kind of... There are interventions you can place into someone's program and training to kind of help with that. Whereas, like, for example, when I dislocated my finger, it's like, well, what do you do about that?
Yeah,
you can't really do anything about it. Or, like, you break your hand, you can't really stop yourself from breaking your hand. It's just going to happen.
I think the only time when you can recommend, even though as PT we can't really recommend for someone to stop, but if someone's getting like a concussion after concussion, that's when...
Yeah.
Like, that's obviously different to the question, but still.
If it's got to do with like head trauma, because if your body fails you ultimately at the end of the day and you still got your mind, I guess that's the most important thing, but you need your mind. Yeah. Like what fucking dementia, or like if someone's heading in that direction, that's when I would actually be like, you got to chill.
Yeah.
Even a dude at footy got concussed apparently, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's like, it's hard to bite your tongue.
Yeah.
Can't tell people what to do, but you really want to be like,
chill
you
out
need to really like evaluate this, because you don't want to be like feeling the effects of this in like 30 years time. If they get knocked out again while they're already suffering with like just a short-term concussion, then that can be very consequential. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. You can only do what you can do. You can't force someone to do something. Hope that answers the question. And question 3, how can you stop overeating?
Don't overeat, but tips for me, like one that for like meals, if someone's struggling with, is to have smaller plates. I think that works really well.
Yeah.
So then you fill the plate, and in your mind you're like, okay, my plate's full. Biggest one obviously is getting good amounts of protein, because the more protein you have, the more full you're going to be. So they're probably the biggest two, like just eating whole quality food rather than just like snacking heaps.
Yeah. Snacking is a killer.
Snacking is a killer. Like,
unconscious eating is the killer.
yeah, unconscious eating and like snacking before dinner or snacking before a meal. And then, because in your mind you're still like, oh, I've got to have dinner. So then you still have your dinner. And then you finish your dinner and you're like, oh shit, now I'm full as.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just limit yourself to your main meals, and those main meals are really nutritious and cover the macros, I think you're in a pretty good stead.
Yeah, so just preparing well is a great way to not overeat. So eating the right meals, and just backtrack, how do you eat the right meals? Meal prep. If you meal prep and you have those, say, 3 meals for the day, and you just eat those meals and you've counted, you don't even need to count your calories appropriately, you just got to portion it well and have the right kind of food. And then if you just do that meal prepping and avoid snacking, perfect way to stop overeating.
Snacking is such a big one.
Yeah.
For why people overeat, because
it's just always, it's just empty calories when you snack. No one's eating like, what's some snacks that aren't empty calories? Like fruit?
Yeah.
Like beef jerky?
Broccoli sticks.
Yeah, broccoli sticks if people eat them, but
yeah.
Mostly it's like pretty heavily processed carbohydrates.
Like crackers and cheese, or crackers and a dip.
Yeah.
That people just binge eat, and then they eat their dinner and they just feel so shit about themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And I reckon we've spoken about this recently, is the unconscious eating is a big one. And that's where
like distracted eating. And
whenever I overeat, because I'm distracted. Like I've noticed recently, going from just watching stuff or listening to stuff while I eat all the time to trying not to like digest any media while I'm eating. significantly changes the amount I eat. Like I grab the amount of food I need, not that I want, and all I'm doing is eating and just consciously eating. I'm very aware of what I'm eating, and you become fuller a lot quicker as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that distracted eating is a big problem as well with overeating.
Definitely.
But those are probably the main things, yeah.
But don't underestimate the size of your plate. I think that's also a good one.
Oh yeah, ultimately, like the more you eat.
Like if your plate's bigger, you would want to fill that.
Yeah.
So if you're someone that, if you see an empty plate, you consciously have to add more.
Yeah.
Just use a smaller plate.
Yeah, definitely. And one more thing, making sure you have good water intake, because if you're pretty full of water, you're probably not going to have a massive appetite for eating food, especially salty foods.
Yeah.
Because that's, if you just try to give yourself a target of the amount of water you need to drink in a day. So maybe if you give yourself a target of like 2 or 3 litres, because you're drinking so much water, you'll tend to find you struggle to try to eat more food, to be honest. Or that you're that hungry, you're usually more satiated.
And also, like, a lot of people say, like, especially people when they're trying to lose weight, like, oh, I don't eat breakfast. But then they'll constantly snack until lunch.
Yeah, that's a problem. Like if you're going to snack, just eat breakfast.
Eat your breakfast, because then you won't snack, and then you'll have your lunch. And then you won't eat until dinner. Don't underestimate brekkie.
Yeah, brekkie's alright. Brekkie's not too bad. But, yeah, it's a podcast. I don't know which one it is. Hell of a podcast.
Don't forget to ask us questions. Please comment. Please like and subscribe.
If you can.
You know, we need Jake's feeling a bit under the weather right now because of his challenge.
Yeah.
So, if you can do those 3 things, it would cheer him up a lot.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.